Bonjour. So today my roommate and I have a mission to do a cheese board. Ines here has graduated with her thesis. And we are celebrating tonight. So you can see, I got my French shirt on. La pomme, big apple. But that's not really the real translation, it's just apple. We're going to go to Aldi's, which is actually a German store, to buy cheese. And then we're going to Brahms again, because we're
all broke college students, that's what we are.
And need to save money, but we want to be fancy. So,
We're gonna make home bread.
oh yes. And we're going to make homemade bread too. So that's gonna be nice. We'll see how it is. So this is editing Maylene after about 2 glasses of wine. We never did really get the bread on the table. Ines made it and then it got a really hard shell. And then I cut my finger on it and then I went to my car to drop off something and then I cut my finger even more in the car door and then it wouldn't stop bleeding and then we had to super glue it together. And this is the conclusion of it. So yeah, we should not have made bread. I'm really proud of this, but check out my Picasso nail. I'm gonna erase it later. Okay, let's go!
Just so easy.
Malade, mon désespoir. Okay, better? It's feeling good? Like it should? Going walking around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed. The cheese board, since that's what we're on a mission to do. Tell us about the cheese board in France.
It is a moment. It is the best part of your day. Actually, it is a big part of our culture, but we do love our cheeses. We basically put a bunch of cheeses on a plate, put a bunch of raw meats. You say charcuterie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie. And we buy either different types of bread for whatever we put on the cheeses, or we just bring whatever we want basically. We don't have, I mean, we do have people that are fancy that like put grapes and I don't know.
I have grapes at home that I'm putting on.
Okay, well, there you go. But like we don't usually on a daily basis, whenever we do our cheese board, we just like put the cheeses in the bread and just eat it. But we usually like open the cheeses and put it on the I don't know, the coffee table in the living room, and everybody comes and snack around and talks about the day or whatever they want to talk about and just enjoy the moment. So it's like more a gathering moment. It's just an excuse basically. We just say we're gonna have a cheese board to have an excuse to talk to people. That's what happens. Yeah. And I love it.
Socializing is very revolved around food.
Yeah, we do like that in France. That's our thing. We think food. But it's not just we think food, we eat food. We think about what we ate before, and then while we eat, we think about what we're gonna eat after. And then when we're done, we're like, oh, let me have something more. We live to eat, basically. Most of the people live to eat. Some people eat to live, but I live to eat. That's what I do.
Me too.
That's what I love.
So I live with my mom. She's from Asia. I'm not like super into cheese, and I think you know that too. I'm like,
I made her try it once and she's like, whoa.
Yeah, well,
it smells.
We have some cheese in the hometown city and it's actually imported from France. So it was like the
good stuff. Unpasteurized.
It's the unpasteurized.
It has bacteria. It has like a bunch of bacteria in them.
Okay. Anyway, so because I'm from part Asian family, we really don't eat a lot of cheese because we don't have a lot of cows from the place that I'm from. We most likely have like chickens and goats and pigs. That's probably more popular. Like we don't even have beef. It's shipped in from Australia. So it's just I never grew up around cheese because my mom didn't know cheese really. And when she moved to the United States, she never got into it. And then also she has dietary restrictions. And then my dad's side of the family, their ancestry is from France and like they've been eating cheese a lot. But the thing is, they don't really appreciate cheese. So they kind of just eat that American poop. My uncle, when he would do cheese boards, he actually bought stuff like what you are buying. Okay. Because he lived in England for a while. Knew. Yeah, he knows. But you don't know what you've never tried.
Oh, exactly. Basically. That's what we're doing. We're teaching our friends how to eat cheese, how to appreciate cheese, and gather around to spend a good time together.
I know a little bit of cheese because I studied in Europe for a little bit. I know more Spanish and then German cheese. I really don't know French cheese. And even with that, like...
It's already closer.
Yeah, it's closer, but still it's like your cheese and my cheese is like different.
Yeah.
I like Boursin. And I really didn't discover cheese until 2018. Before then, I really wasn't eating any cheese. Came to my hometown like a few weeks ago, and that's where we got the cheese. And then we also got some wine that was imported from France.
I love it. That's what we committed to this year. We committed to comfort in our house, good food, and good entertainment.
Most of our classes are online also, so this is why we have the luxury of being able to plan these kinds of things. We both wake up relatively at a good time. I think I wake up earlier than you most days because of my stuff I need to do. So
I love to sleep.
So we like get our crap done in the morning, and then we just have time to plan.
Let's go find
Let's go to Aldi's, or as the Germans say it, Aldi. So our trip at Aldi's was successful, I would say. We got 4 cheeses from there, very cheap because we are on a budget. It's still good quality. Now we're going to Brahms. So if you don't know Brahms, it's like a Midwestern, Southern type of little store that makes their own ice cream, but they have a mini grocery store inside of it. And they have a lot of like dairy products because, you know, it's the Midwest.
Should we melt the camembert?
Yeah, let's melt the camembert and put some honey on the side. I think they're selling stuff on the side.
Yeah.
A lemonade stand and Kool-Aid. Yeah.
That's the first time I see that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a very American thing.
I know.
Yeah.
That's like we have it in all the cartoons, and it's like all the cliché of the Americans.
Lynn, I have a story to tell you.
Okay.
So the moment I realized I wanted to be in business was when I was about 4 years old. I took this play set thing where it's like a picnic table, and my friend from across the street, she came over and I told her to drag this out with me, and I was like, I want to sell Gatorade to make money. So then we took it out, and my mom had bought a whole bunch of like Gatorade from Costco, and then we got plastic cup. Live in a cul-de-sac also, so there's like no traffic going through. And I literally sat there and I yelled, Gatorade for 25 cents! And then I sold $2 worth of Gatorade.
Hey, that means 8 people, 8 cups.
Well, actually, there's our neighbor who gave me $1, and I was like, thank you. And then he was waiting for change, but I never gave him change because I was 4 years old and I didn't know what change was. And I didn't realize that he was giving me like, it was worth more than 25 cents. Yeah. And then from that moment on, I was like, I want to make money and be in business. And at that time, my dad was watching me, and he was inside, and he had not realized for like the 2 hours that I was outside that I had gone to sell stuff. And then he came out and he's like, why does my child have money? That was the moment I realized I wanted to be business, was a Gatorade stand on a cul-de-sac. Mask on.
That one.
We're going into Brahms, baby. There we go. We're successful. Wage.
But yeah.
Nice.
Isn't it half minimum wage? Yeah, it's half minimum wage.
No, it's minimum wage.
$7.25 is minimum wage in the United States?
Yep. Well, there you go.
Oh, we took another way. Nice.
Yeah.
Love it.
I mean, I know no one goes this way really, so.
No, it's a good way. I like it because it's a good house neighborhood.
Yeah, and we don't have to go on the cobblestone road. You can tell we're in a country town when there's cobblestone roads, not just in the downtown area for historic purposes. So we call it a charcuterie board with just cheese, but what do you call it in French?
Un plateau de charcuterie de fromage.
There you go. That's what we're making. So I also bought a plant from Aldi's because I really love plants, and they were 99 cents. Don't tell my mom. Ooh. So as you can see here, we have some manchego on the side, French cheese, Gouda, Monster, chive goat cheese, cherry tomatoes, Tom Cord grapes, veggie straws, pita crackers, Ritz crackers, apricots, and almonds. It was really delicious.